Hello, Quirk Stuff. It is Monday. I am Joey, and I am eating dino nuggets. The topic this week is sexuality, and it kind of goes hand in hand with last week's topic. Before I get into that, I wanted to talk about the videos last week. So I had to change my setting because there were a lot of people coming out that door, and I was just like, there's people. Continuing, I liked your friend Eleanor. Eleanor, I really liked what you had to say and sharing your own experience. I don't think there should be anything wrong with sharing your own experience, because I did notice on your video, Annalise, there was quite a bit of thumbs down, and we don't even get many thumbs ups anyways, so it's like I'm just wondering where those people came from. I don't know, it's cool to, it's okay to disagree with us or whatever, as long as you're not being a bigot. The goal was everybody talk about gender, and that's what everybody did, and like a lot of us are probably gonna have different opinions, and that's fine. Say one of us says something like really offensive in our videos, yeah, we'd have to have a talk about it, but for what I saw, I didn't see anything wrong with what anybody said. Also, I liked Eleanor's Sex Pistols t-shirt. Also, Jacob, you said, like, before you made your video, you mentioned that you thought it was going to be a bit boring. I didn't think it was boring. I think you did really good. And don't worry about, like, not knowing really what to say. I mean, there's tons of things to talk about with that same topic. I thought gender was sort of broad. Like, just because you're a dude doesn't mean you can't really talk about gender. Don't worry, I'm not gonna be like, you can't have an opinion on, like, stuff, Just, I'm not one of those people. I think that's ridiculous, just because you're a straight white male in America. By the way, Andrew Jackson Jihad is like my favorite band, or one of mine. They're actually from Phoenix. I saw them like 2 weeks ago. Also, they're on my pillowcase. But if you ever feel like you don't really have a lot to say about the topic, you can talk about anything you want in your videos, guys. Maybe bring up the topic, but you can talk about anything. You can talk about how your week has been. You can talk about your pets. I don't know, just do whatever you want. I thought that was cool that you brought out your acoustic. Anyways, sexuality. Yes, you can talk about your sexuality, but you really don't have to. You can talk about sexuality in any other aspect as well. But I'm going to talk about my sexuality first. I am pansexual. I believe that means, for me, is that I would, a lot of people are like, pansexual is just really similar to bisexuality, but for me it's not. Bi means two, pan means all, and I am not just attracted to two genders, and I believe there are many, many different types of genders, binary, non-binary, agenders as well. And so the thing is that when I am attracted to a person, their gender has nothing to do with it. The type of person I'm into is more just personality stuff, or just traits or characteristics, but gender has nothing to do with it. When I see somebody, I'm not like, oh, that's a woman, oh, that's a man. I'm just like, that's a person. Sometimes I feel like I don't even see gender, and it's not really a contributing factor to who I date or whatever. So I think that just makes it really, really far apart from bisexuality. When I was younger, I thought I was straight as hell, and that's hilarious to me now. Sometimes I just tell people I'm gay so that they will leave me alone, because a lot of people don't understand pansexuality. Like, this one girl asked me if I fucked animals. I kid you not. I usually would call myself gay or queer if somebody doesn't understand pansexuality. I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gay. I don't even want to talk about it right now. For the record, I'm in a relationship with a straight dude. But yeah. So, up until I was I think 15, 16, I thought I was straight. And that is so false. When I was attracted to a girl, I just thought I really, 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 really wanted to be friends with her. I was like, I just want to be friends with her, a lot. It's like, no, Joey, you like that person. Of course, I didn't know that then. When I started accepting myself a little bit, I started calling myself heteroflexible. I think what it means is like mainly you are straight, but also like you're kind of open-minded. If somebody of the same gender likes you, you'll give it a try, but you're mostly straight. A lot of people think there's just gay, lesbian, and straights, but there is a lot more, and all of them valid, in my opinion. Most of them valid. When I say that, it's just because like sometimes people think that like there's like communities of people who are like attracted to animals, and that's like really creepy, and they think that's like a sexuality. I'm like, no, that's just sick, guys. This fucking bird, I swear. Oh my gosh, birds, cicadas, freaking they're all over the place, and they're making so much noise. It's so distracting. Bitch, close your fucking mouth. Oh my god, you're so loud. They're like looking for mates. They're looking for some girls. They're looking for some ladies to like, they're like hitting up all the trees around here. And they're like, hey girl, come out here and talk to me. And none of the girls want them, really, because they're just desperate. And it's really showing. But I very much disagree when people say like, you're just a little mental in the head because you don't just like the opposite sex or the opposite gender. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just like, you guys, okay, who told you that? Your mom kind of probably told you that while growing up, like you just, like your family, which is kind of a norm in society, right? And then it's like, bam, you're like, there's gay people? That's sick. That's so weird. Like, I've never heard of that. You know, it's just weird is that you've never heard of that, right? But the thing is it exists. I know that you are not gay and that you've never heard about it before, but dude, if people say that they're gay, it exists, man. It exists. So I think what you should probably do is that you should probably like check out some info and whatnot, because word of mouth is not always the best way to learn things, like things that have been passed down generation to generation, like from your parents. Not always the best way to learn. You know, we love our parents and everything, but sometimes they can be wrong, and that's not terrible. That's not a bad thing for your parents to be wrong. So just maybe if you like, you don't understand sexuality, maybe take a class on gender and sexuality, or just go to some expert that understands it and like ask them, and you're like, is this a joke? Like, I don't get it. And then they'll explain it to you, and then you gotta listen to them because they do know more than you. I'm sorry, but that's just how it is sometimes. And like, sometimes you gotta admit when you're wrong, but also I can be wrong too. Sometimes I can be really wrong. People are so cool and amazing and complex. Why is it like really a stretch to like fall in love with somebody of the same gender? Like, you can, like, even platonically, if you fall in love with somebody, like being best friends with somebody is almost like falling in love with them. You love them so much, not just like other animals. We have self-awareness, and we have awareness of the world and everything, and we can explore the options that we decide to explore. And we realize that there's more options to like dating and loving people and having a soulmate. You can have a soulmate of the same gender, or of a gender that is not just male or female. That's just how it is. I know a lot of us missed our video last week, so if you want to talk about gender and sexuality in the same video, since they kind of relate to each other, go right ahead, because I really missed your guys' like opinions last week. I just wanted to hear what you guys had to say. So yeah, I don't want this video to be too long. So Mo, I will hopefully see you tomorrow. Bye.